bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Bring 'em Out with your hosts, Joel Richardson and Alan Hill.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Sunnybrook Ballroom inside the Speakeasy for another episode of Bring 'em Out. I'm Alan Hill, here with Soul Joel himself, Joel Richardson, and today we have an incredibly special guest all the way from China,
Yeah.
Joe Richardson. Yeah. The wild card.
The wild card. All right, well, you're already off to the races. You talked about this, and now you're not even following your own advice, talking into the microphone.
Oh, I just said peace. I mean,
They can see the sign.
yeah, can't you read lips? What's going on?
I can read fingers.
Yeah. Peace.
One of the biggest supporters, the reason why I'm here, just incredibly inspirational as far as being an entrepreneur, but also, being a supporter of Soul Joel Productions. My dad, the wild card, Joe Richardson.
Family, baby.
Yeah. Good
Welcome.
to be here. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. I mean, this place is incredible. I love it.
What's been the vibe? You came a year ago when I was like a chicken running with my head cut off. Because he just so just to give a background, he came to help me open Soul Joel's inside, and he was here for like a month.
Back in
getting that
2019.
Roarsford.
Roarsford.
2019, right?
2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
I even
flew
got
out.
dressed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He had like the George Costanza like pink on the inside blazer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was very
You
special.
went all out.
Yeah, leather on that, suede on the outside, make sure it doesn't rain.
Cashmere.
Dang, bro.
I went all out.
Then
impressive.
he flew out a week before Thanksgiving, so
Okay.
he stayed for like the first 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then because of travel restrictions, hadn't been able to come back until last year.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I was stuck for 3 years.
Man, that's a long time, man.
yeah,
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
And-
it was getting iffy.
he was the first one to I remember Chuck Nice had headlined, sold out 4 shows for the weekend. We've been open 5 days that week, including the open mic. And he goes, "You're about to get shut down." And I was like, "Just no way." I was in COVID denial. And he goes, "Well, start saving." I go, "Start saving?" I go, "No show, no dough." I'm like, I don't know how I can't like create more shows and start selling more.
Yeah, because China had already started to shut down.
So you knew it was in the wind over there already.
It was coming.
Yeah.
It was coming.
Yeah.
For sure.
Continent to continent, time zone to time zone. It was like
Just a-
traveling,
not-
like the wave.
Not if, when.
Yeah.
It was going to happen.
When was this exactly? Like this was like November, December?
No.
January?
No, this was the last weekend of February.
Okay.
Of February 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when you gave me the old heads up.
Yeah, because 2019.
2-week warning.
Right.
2019.
He gave me my 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice.
It's the best I could do.
Yeah, right. Well, that was still more than we knew. More than we knew.
I mean, that's all I knew. That's all the information I
That
had.
was still a big heads up for us.
Yeah, I mean, and then, but then China went hard shutdown. It went hard shutdown. Like in my complex of 9 buildings, 38 stories, 9 buildings, thousands of people. If one person tested positive, they shut the entire complex down.
That's
Can you
hardcore.
imagine?
Nobody in,
Hardcore.
nobody in, nobody out.
Wow.
Yeah, for 21 days.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Wild.
And you get tested every day.
Wow.
They had test centers set up in the complex, and you had to go and get swabbed every day.
Oh,
You could just use your words.
Sorry. Too much?
I like the act out.
Yeah.
I like the act out.
Yeah. Is everybody on board? I think we can move on. Now, let's use an
I always
example.
wanted to be in theater.
Well, you have a flair for the dramatics, that's for sure.
We can start our own improv troupe after that action. The wild cards.
The Oscars called. They have a couple more nominations this year.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Who cares?
Did I just hear an oh boy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's not new here.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
But let's say Alan tested positive on Monday, and then I test positive on Thursday. Does that 21-day like reset?
No, it extends.
Okay.
extends.
Yeah, he's saying what you were saying in a different way.
For
shutdown
content
extends.
purposes,
The
can you just say
shutdown
yes or
extends.
no to the question?
Oh, sorry. The shutdown extends.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
shutdown extends.
Yeah.
The time period extends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it could be 21 days. Okay, everybody's released. 2 days, and then somebody tests positive again. Lock them up.
And roughly how many people are in this complex? That's a lot of people from the
10,000.
It's like a small
So you
town.
would just shut down constantly, I would imagine.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Wow.
For 3 years.
That's just freaking
For 3 years.
wild.
So I was in my apartment one time for 72 days. I did not leave the apartment.
He FaceTimed us. He was not looking great.
It was I was gray.
If you could still formulate a thought, you were doing pretty well.
yeah.
Holy.
I was like, man, I should just old school call him.
Yeah.
He could tell me, and I can imagine how he's doing.
I mean, I was climbing the wall.
Oh, I can't even imagine. I was
I'm
going
not-
crazy here without
It's
those
like
kind of restrictions.
and he was by himself, so that's like
really?
solitary
Well, you
confinement.
weren't living with anybody. Wow. Okay.
By myself.
Okay.
I didn't even have a dog.
Holy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. When did it over
They
those?
They were locking people in their apartments, locking them,
Like
putting the locks,
okay.
putting locks on the outside,
Yeah,
so you couldn't get out.
I remember seeing something like that, but you never know if it's real when you see it in
No,
America.
it's-
You know what I mean?
on the news.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
real.
That's wild, man. So like around here, like by August 1st, Joel's putting on shows in a sand pit, right? I can go to a restaurant and eat in the parking lot at a picnic table. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But you couldn't go inside and eat, but you could eat outside. Was there any loosening along the when did the loosening finally happen? It was just like that for 3 years, and then it was over.
No, it was like closed, open.
Okay. Just it was all or nothing.
It wasn't gradual at all.
That's wild, man. That is wild.
And then
And they're still wearing masks.
Are they really?
Oh, half the population still wears
Like
masks.
hardcore over there.
Oh,
they've been
okay.
doing that since SARS, right? Like,
Well, anytime in China, anytime somebody feels like they're getting like a cold or getting like maybe, sniffles or whatever they get over there, I don't know what they get. They get stuff. So they wear a mask.
Okay.
They wear a mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen this in Japan too.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have been a mask producer during the pandemic. Now, I did okay during the pandemic. I was selling alcohol wipes.
Oh man!
yeah.
Oh, you were sitting on a gold mine.
I
Love
was
it.
selling alcohol wipes by the container load. Not 40-foot high cube containers.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about being in the right place at the right time. That's
It
beautiful.
was sweet.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah. Because a lot of my customers are retail customers.
Okay.
And they wanted the alcohol wipes for in their stores for their employees.
Yeah.
So after every checkout, take out an alcohol wipe off the deal, and
We all saw that living
next
here.
person. Yeah. So so you're going through the checkout line and you're putting all your shit. You got all these big plexiglass walls up, so everybody doesn't breathe on each other and all that kind of thing. And then you got the checkout clerk handling every piece of item that you buy.
Yes.
What if she tests positive?
Right.
And she handled all this stuff.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of flaws in logic during those 3 years.
It's all bullshit.
You're right.
It was all bullshit.
well, here's the funniest thing is that
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
they finally opened up the borders so that he could come back. He was looking to surprise us for the last year for the first celebration of New Year's Eve here at the Sunnybrook Ballroom. He gets COVID. For the first time in 3 years.
No kidding.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what days they were, but let's say Monday they opened the borders. Okay. And they had announced that they were going to do it. So I went ahead and bought a plane ticket. Okay, for like Tuesday.
Bags packed.
Okay.
Ready to rumble.
I'm ready to rock.
Yeah. Let's
I'm
get out of
ready
this
to call
apartment.
the-
Let's
I'm
get out of this damn apartment.
I'm ready to call the taxi guy and say, "Hey, pick me up, bro. We're going to the airport."
Yeah.
Okay? So that morning, Tuesday morning, I woke up with COVID.
Oh, that's unbelievable. And you didn't have it? That was the first time?
That's the first time.
That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
what are the freaking odds of that?
Yeah.
So how did that extend until, how long did that go?
I was in bed for 7 days.
Oh, you got it bad.
Well, it
okay.
sent him into a
Oh,
downward spiral, deep depression.
yeah. I mean,
Understandable.
I'm not a young guy.
Right.
So it took me
Got
down.
you good.
Yeah, it took me down.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. That's unbelievable. After all that damn time, they open up the borders and boom. That's nuts.
I was so pissed.
How long was it then until you could actually come over?
It was like another couple weeks.
4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, a
something like
couple
that.
weeks. Yeah, and then I came.
Right.
But what happens is,
Right on.
I mean, not that he wanted to, but if you test positive at the airport, which is why he had to wait 4 more weeks,
Oh, jeez.
because you test positive in the airport, they send you right to a Chinese hospital.
Oh, wow.
For
And
21 days of confinement.
so he was like, let me just shut it down for 4 weeks, make sure I'm completely okay,
Yep.
and we'll travel then.
Wow.
And they test you at the airport.
Okay. So
You
you
get
get there
tested
and they
at
start swabbing.
Yeah. Oh no, it was up the
It was
nose.
up the nose,
It was-
man.
oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I was gagging.
I swear I almost got lobotomized a couple times.
It's brutal.
Especially because I mean, I don't mean this. The Chinese have issues with foreigners.
Okay.
Okay, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not always the nicest people.
Okay.
So if they have a chance
Oh, I see.
to rattle you a little bit,
see.
they might do that. Oh, look, okay, you're good.
Little extra torque into that
Oh,
shoulder
man.
on. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's rough, dude.
Yeah.
It was
You
tough.
say it hurts when you go like this? What?
Yeah. Oh, that's tough, man.
You can't believe the stares that I get. It took me about 6 months to really be okay with it.
Okay.
I mean, because they won't
It's
give me
got to be crazy.
they won't give me a driver's license.
Okay.
Okay,
Just period. That's off the shelf. That's off the table.
not gonna happen.
You're allowed to drive Vespas and scooters, right?
Electric scooters up to a certain.
Not
Oh,
Vespas.
okay.
Not that. Well, no, not gas.
But that's a gas scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
But electric scooters, e-bikes, I can ride without a
Okay.
license,
Okay.
and I have 2 of them.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. That's awesome.
I ride it every day.
See you cruising around China, the streets of China. I love it.
And I'm yelling like, because I don't know. I mean, have you ever seen Chinese drivers?
Only in movies.
Oh, you have to go and experience this live.
I have a tough enough time in Massachusetts.
I mean,
can't
you're
even
gonna
imagine.
be grabbing for seatbelts.
Wow.
Oh, they're crazy.
Oh wow.
There are no stop signs. I've lived there 8 years. I have yet to see a stop sign.
What?
In addition to them not stopping, there's no signs.
There's no sign. There's
What
no
in
stop
the
sign.
world?
No.
It's just
It's just a free.
be on your best behavior.
Who's ever got the biggest balls? That's what it
nuts.
is.
That's nuts.
That's exactly what
Who's
it
got the
is.
biggest? It's a giant game of chicken.
Exactly what it is. It's a giant. and I'm driving, and I was raised to be courteous when you're driving.
Sure, sure.
So I'm driving, and they'll cut right straight in front of you. I mean, like within inches. And I'll just go, "You asshole! Fuck you!"
And they don't have any idea what you're saying, but maybe they can read your face.
They got tone.
You're right. They got tone.
They
Nice.
might look. They might look, but there's no expression. They don't give a shit.
And they don't care at all, huh? They don't care. And I imagine, did you
Get
get
over it.
you get some strange looks when you try to do something nice, like let somebody out at first or something that you probably stopped doing along the
If
way?
you try to open the door for somebody
Yeah.
and hold the door and let them through,
Yeah.
they look at you like, "Okay, what are you gonna do?
Ah, that's fascinating.
Are you gonna smash me?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
You can't
wild.
You can't be. Well, with 3.2 billion people,
Yeah.
you can't. You got to take your move. You got to make your move.
You
know?
no putzing around.
Yeah,
man.
no putzing around, because if you do, you're last.
That's so
And that
awesome.
line is long.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many people for common courtesy.
It took me the longest time to get used to people bumping into me.
Oh.
They're very an invasive culture.
Interesting.
There's nothing.
Like personal space isn't a
No,
thing,
there's
huh?
no personal space.
Okay.
I wouldn't even see that in New York because they take their culture and bring it to whatever city they're living in.
Yeah.
They're
okay.
getting on. You and I are all in line to go onto the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, you're pushing me. I'm pushing my dad, and we're all pushing each other to get on that bus.
Oh, I get it.
There's no that invisible space.
Yes.
There's none of that.
It's just you just do what you do.
In the morning when everybody's going to work,
Yeah.
subways are full.
Okay.
Okay. But there's always room for some more.
Yeah. You and I will look on an elevator, be like, "We're all full here." No,
Nope, we're not.
they're pushing it.
They literally take a run at the door. When the door opens up on the car,
Yeah.
they take a run and they push the crowd in.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
the claustrophobic part of me is
Oh,
freaking out.
Oh, no, you're literally like this.
Oh, dude,
You're
I'd be,
literally-
I'd be in
How
a
about the
problem. I'd
weight
have a
limit?
problem.
How about the weight limit and
Oh,
other
dude.
concerns?
Can you imagine me 6'2", 250, or whatever I am right now,
Yeah.
floating around China on the subways?
You're a giant.
Oh, dude, I'd be like Godzilla.
you're-
Oh, another thing.
Yeah, you're
Talk about
right.
cultural thing. He walked into a couple of stores at the mall.
Yeah.
One look at him and they go, "No."
No.
They don't have any sizes for him. They didn't like.
You're too fat.
No, but I mean they didn't say.
You're too fat.
They didn't.
Fly. He read the tone.
Yeah, they didn't say that.
And they laugh.
I can't even imagine what they'd say to me and Joel if we walked in.
Never.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, dude.
I've even tried, and the weird part is there doesn't seem to be any consistent standard for sizing.
Okay.
Okay, so like there's a website called Taobao. Okay, Taobao's like Amazon.
Okay.
You can buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can take pictures of shit and put it on there, and it'll search, and if they have it,
It'll pop up.
it'll pop up.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. So I order 3X.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3X.
Okay.
It's too small.
Oh, get out of town. Oh, that's priceless.
I order 4X.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too small.
Jeez.
Yeah. But the next time I order 5X from another place, it's okay.
Oh, there's no standard.
There's no standard.
But you imagine
wow.
him,
Wow.
who at most would be an extra large, probably a large. He's
Yeah.
a 5X. Okay. Well, yeah. I was rounding down. 5X.
It's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to find 10X to start.
Right.
You might. I've seen a few guys your size.
Yeah.
There's not many,
Okay. Yao Ming.
Yeah.
You were in it.
but they are getting bigger. They are.
Okay.
They are starting to get larger, and it's nutrition.
Okay.
Those people,
Yeah, right.
and the weird part is they all are. You say they all look the same.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they don't all look.
No. I'm with you.
When you're there, and you get accustomed to being there, they don't. They all are individuals.
I'm with you
Okay.
because, and weirdly, I have a giant Chinese movie collection on DVD.
Yeah.
And because of that, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
But they all have black hair.
Oh, fascinating. I know,
There
yeah.
is no other color.
no exception.
No exception. God was cruel. Everybody got black hair. I don't know if that was he had a lot of extra that day or what was going on. Okay,
Yeah.
but everybody in China got black hair.
Ran out of crayons in the crayon box.
Now it wasn't until this time that I even talked to him about this. He's been going back and forth for about 8 years,
Okay.
give or take.
That was going to be one of my questions. Cool.
Yep, and you know how we have the joke about country, West Virginia inbreeding. Mm-hmm. They have that here too,
Oh, interesting.
where his girlfriend will be like, "Oh, you hear that? That's Hunan, right? Hunan,
Hunan
Yeah.
province.
like you and I wouldn't pick up on it,
More central China in the mountains.
but
Okay,
but they
okay.
have
But they play it on a bouzouki or something instead.
Yeah, it's
What do they call it?
It's a two-string guitar.
the
thing.
Chinese
And it's
ukulele.
vertical, right?
Yeah,
With no frets, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like it sounds real eerie. Like is it a lot? Yes. I know the instrument you're talking about for sure. Yep. And there's oftentimes they shake these bell things too, and it's like ting 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 ting.
These old dudes will go. You know how you come to an intersection and like you can go right or you can go left or you can go straight.
Sure.
And then they put like a little diamond in to divide the lanes.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
These old Chinese dudes will get a plastic bucket. Okay. Go there with their whatever that instrument is, and sit there in that little diamond in
Yes.
the middle of traffic
Yes.
and play this thing.
And people like, how does that work?
And sometimes they even sing. Oh yeah.
Oh, I want to hear that.
Oh,
or do
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But he said for being a communist country,
I? Yeah.
he's never seen a happier group of people.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Like I wouldn't think that.
No.
I would think people will be rebellious.
No, and the way
No,
stuff's
we're
reported
not.
in America, you assume everybody that's not American is oppressed in some way.
Right.
yeah.
and just miserable.
And I've only seen one what I would consider a homeless person
Oh, wow. Okay.
in 8 years, and I travel all over China.
Yeah.
North, south, east, west. I've seen one homeless person.
No kidding.
And I think he was severely mentally out to lunch.
Okay.
I mean, he was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to the ones in America.
Yes.
You're right. That's an astonishing number, though, to see one. In
Oh,
eight
oh,
years.
oh, 100%.
I go every morning. In fact, sometimes when Joel has called me, I'm reading the news.
Yeah.
Okay. I try and read the news every day to try and I don't want to.
Now, what are you reading? Are you finding news in English over there? Do you read Chinese?
MSN.
Oh, you're. Oh, okay. I thought you were. Reading a paper.
I
got
have
you.
to use a.
I thought the same thing. By
I
the
have
way.
to use a VPN
Okay.
because you can't get through the Chinese firewall
Yes. Okay.
unless you're on a VPN to
Okay.
get. Like if I tried to Google MSN News without the VPN, it comes up and says, "Yeah, we're sorry,
Okay.
you
okay.
can't do."
We're
that
on the
here."
phone. He says China.
Yeah.
Says United States. He goes, I can't say these words, or else it's gonna hang up. They hang up. So I have to call back. We talk, and then all of a sudden he goes, "This is why they." I go, "No, I get it. Like you don't have to explain it again."
right. Yeah.
He goes, "They're listening." And then
Deanna,
they're
they
like,
hang
"Click."
up on Deanna a lot.
Buzzwords.
Buzzwords, exactly.
Yeah.
Are there any other ones that get you hung up on?
It's all AI.
Oh, okay. So it's just.
It's all. I've asked my friends that work there. It's all AI, and it just keys on certain words. And as soon as it keys on the word, then it starts and streams your whole story.
Oh, then it starts focusing.
right on you.
Okay. Okay. Spotlight.
And listening. And if
Okay.
it hears a second word,
Fascinating.
bye-bye.
That's wild, man.
Adios.
That is wild.
Oh, the whole internet. There is no open internet.
I've heard that, but I didn't know. You
No,
know,
it
you never
is
know
true.
what's
It is true.
for
And
real.
the same with radio. There's
Okay.
no open radio.
Okay. Okay.
You get what they want you to have.
And that's that.
And that's that.
He's also been adjusting to the Chinese culture, where he'll tell us like it's so much renminbi. Like he'll tell much that's the American dollar over there.
Okay.
It's called renminbi.
Okay.
And I'm like,
That's the Chinese money.
yeah, right. But I'm saying like,
The equivalent of the
equivalent.
U.S. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
yeah.
Seven, right? And it varies. It goes up. I get dizzy from watching it go up and down.
It changes
so much.
that much.
Oh yeah, every week. I got to watch it every week.
That's wild.
Up and down, up and down, up. It's when I left, it was at 7.2 yuan to $1 US.
Okay. Okay.
That's what the exchange was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's wild. I wonder. You'd think a country as big as China would be a little more stable in that regard.
Yeah, they have issues, man.
Yeah.
They got right now. They got serious issues
Okay.
going on now. You're probably not gonna. You hear a little bit of. I see a little bit about it, but you don't see as much as what's really going on.
Interesting.
Yeah, you don't see it. I mean, I've got factories. I've had 2 or 3 factories that have already shut down.
No kidding.
Big factories.
That's fascinating.
Because of the scale back from the United States.
No, because of the stupid ass decisions that they made during the pandemic that hurt the economy.
Crushed the economy. Okay.
And it got so far behind it can't catch up. Okay? Down she goes.
Wow.
Yeah. Now,
Wow.
if we want to change subjects real quick, you see a tattoo coming up from his forearm. Okay, he was never allowed to get tattoos growing up. His mom, the way his upbringing. Okay. Now,
It's against the Bible.
Yeah.
prior to his mom passing, he finally got tattoos. Okay, there's a dagger through a heart, 3 blood drops. And I had to ask him what it was. He goes, 1 for each of my ex-wives. The first one's my mom. and I got the opportunity to see him.
And how did he hear this? The real story was, I was explaining the tattoo to my second ex-wife in a bar, drinking bourbon,
Yeah.
You overheard?
Yes.
and he overhears me explaining this tattoo. This is me right here.
Oh,
It was a
priceless,
comedy show
man.
fundraiser we did at this state theater in his hometown.
Oh.
And I'm talking to the people running the organization. They're like, that was a great show. And the only way I could describe how he came over to me was cross country skiing. He was like shuffle, 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 shuffle. You know, a couple adult beverages into the evening.
Bourbon shuffle.
And the guy running the phone goes, "Oh, I think it's great how you take care of your dad." I'm like, he doesn't need taken care of.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
I've been in the wild for a long time.
The wild card.
Isn't there a chapter in your book called "My Mom is a Blood Drop on My Dad's Bicep"?
Exactly. Yeah. I think she's the first one.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's priceless, man.
And this year is the year of the dragon.
Oh,
This Chinese New Year
yeah. Okay.
is the year of the dragon.
Okay.
So
Whoa.
I got a dragon.
Sweet.
Now is this a new thing? You're shaving your arms?
No, I'm not shaving my arm.
You don't have?
Hair?
Yeah.
I had this thing done. I had this. It's from Germany. And what they
I
do
don't shave my arms, but I did get a procedure.
It was a procedure. I had to go.
I
Like
haven't seen my dad in a year. You're actually watching us catch up right now.
I love this, man. This is great.
This is good. This is getting intimate.
This is awesome.
So what happened?
So it's like this. It's like this thing, and it's attached to another thing, and they just take it and
So they laser removed.
kills the hair.
Fascinating.
So for the rest of your life,
And here's what happened.
please.
Okay.
I mean, we got nothing but time.
The third time that one of these little Chinese kids said that I looked like a gorilla, I decided to get the hair taken off my arm.
Oh.
The third time.
2 times it was the same girl.
Okay.
Yeah, this little girl lives upstairs from me. You look like a gorilla.
She spoke that to you in English? Oh, yeah. You're like, once she had full command of the English language.
No. She takes English in school. She's
Right.
about, I'd say she's probably 12.
Oh, yeah.
And she
12-year-old calls you a gorilla. It's time to change some things.
every time, and here's what happens. Every time these kids all take English.
Yeah.
Okay. But they don't know whether they're speaking proper English or not because they're Chinese.
Right. And it's classroom stuff, and they have a Chinese teacher.
Right.
Right. So as soon as they see me, they all come running.
They want to test it.
Hey, can we talk to you? Yeah, about what? I don't know. How's the weather? It's beautiful. Look at the blue sky. And they just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Just sit there and talk to me for as long as I'll stay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And they
Now-
all practice their English.
That's great, man. That's really cool.
Here's the wild thing. He's been over there for 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay? And he'll come here for a month at a time. As you can imagine, it's not the easiest language to Mandarin or Cantonese.
Yeah.
I know 3 words.
Verde.
Nice. He's on my plan.
Yeah.
What are the 3 words?
I love you.
No, I don't know.
I
that
am
one.
not a gorilla.
I don't. Yeah.
I am working on my 4th.
Yeah.
Too many words.
Is your mom married?
Let me out of this. Oh, my God. That's awesome. That's awesome.
2, girl that just called me a gorilla.
Let me out of this apartment.
Can I
This
come out
gorilla's
now?
looking for a female chimp. Oh, boy. We'll edit this in post.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So he has to literally walk around with either a physical translator
Yeah.
or he uses Google Translator.
Yeah. If
Okay.
I if
To
I don't
communicate.
if I go to if I'm going to
We got derailed a little bit.
If I'm going to a certain part of China where I know there's not going to be English-speaking people, it's going to be all Chinese, hardcore Chinese.
Yeah.
I'll take an interpreter with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this somebody you work with, the interpreters, or
Yeah,
how do you
hire
find
them
an
by the
interpreter?
hour.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
she's
Oh,
good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. She's good friend. She does Spanish, French, English, and Chinese.
Wow.
Well, originally you had a Jamaican, right?
Oh yeah.
Which I think is so fascinating.
My boy.
Yeah, right.
He's born and raised in Jamaica.
Bit of a crossover.
Born and raised in
right.
Jamaica. Speak fluent Mandarin. Okay. He would go to factories with me, and he spoke Mandarin with a Jamaican accent.
Oh, that's wild.
It blew the Chinese's mind.
That's wild. He's throwing in "man" at the end of every sentence.
Yeah. He would. Yeah.
What's the breakdown? I've always wondered this because all my movies from China, you can do Mandarin or Cantonese.
The subtitle, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's the breakdown of what gets used in practical situations?
Probably like 75-25, right? Like
to what? Which way does it?
Mandarin's most, right? Cantonese is like the
I would say right now it's majority of the main portions of China. When I say main port, the big cities.
Yeah. Okay.
Mandarin.
Okay. So if you're gonna know one and you go to China, Mandarin's the one.
But now every province you go to, they could have their own dialect.
Interesting.
subs,
Yeah.
hoagie, like you know what I mean, like
Some
Yeah.
of them-
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Totally, man.
Some of them have their own language.
Wow.
Like some of the mountain people,
Yeah.
they have their own language. Because the lady that lives with me,
Yeah.
she's from the mountains
Oh, okay.
in central China.
his future fiance.
And
We'll get into that.
Future diaper handler.
yeah, you just made my head explode.
Wait, did he tell you off camera? Yeah. Oh, I go because that's what he told me this morning. He just told me that story.
The Great
How
Karnak
the-
strikes.
How the heck did? How do you know that?
I just pay attention.
You just told me that 6 hours ago. This is hot off the presses.
Yeah. No, it's an old story. Oh, I might as well tell it to you. Now that it's out, I might as well tell
Love
it to you. So, I met this lady. She was I used to go to this Japanese restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I like Japanese food.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to this Japanese restaurant. This lady was the VIP hostess.
Okay.
In other words, anybody that came in there that they knew had money or was a foreigner, blah, 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 you got a special booth, a person to take your order, explain things to you. Okay.
She's running that ship.
She was that lady. So after about 2 or 3 times that I was there, and she said, "Hey, you want to go hiking?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I went hiking with her one time, and then 2 or 3 days later was, "Hey, you want to do that?" And just one thing led to another, and it's nothing. She lives in my house. She takes care of my house. She buys the food. She walks the dog. She has her own room.
Okay. Yeah.
It's more of a friend than anything else.
Yeah.
But she did want to go. She does want to come to America.
Right.
She wants to visit every Chinese person wants to visit America.
Okay. That's
They
a
all
thing.
do.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Fievel.
One of the most, yeah. One of the most popular hats in China is New York.
Get out. Okay.
New York.
Okay.
Number 2 is L.A.
Interesting.
Number 3 is Boston.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really? I wonder why. Just a bunch of movies that are from there.
I don't know. I have no idea. But recently, I've been seeing a lot of Boston hats and a lot of Colorado hats.
Interesting.
They say
Oh.
Colorado.
No,
Really?
Stop. That's not a mystery. One, they always make don't they always make an whatever championship teams, and then the errors like they end up in there like if the factory makes a mistake or the team loses.
The
T-shirts.
Chinese all wear them because what they do is they sell them on the street cheap.
That's great.
So
And they don't
Boston's
care
been
who
winning.
lost. Yeah.
But
even
Colorado,
know what
that's a Deion Sanders thing because University of Colorado
Yeah.
isn't he the head coach? So
Yes.
that's probably why
Oh, that's why
That could be. Yeah, that would
Deion
make sense.
Sa- yeah,
They
Deion
certainly,
Sanders.
Basketball coach.
football.
Football
Deion
coach.
Sanders.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
that would make sense.
Yeah. So anyway, so the only way for her to visit America is to get a visa. You got to get a visa.
Okay.
So I tried to get her a visa.
Mm-hmm.
Government said, No visa for you. You're a flight risk.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
They can just say that about anybody. And
They can say it about anybody. But they decided to flag her and say, you won't come back to China. You're a flight risk.
Mountain Girl VIP host, flight risk.
Yeah.
You're out. You're out. Right. So she says to me last week, because she says, I still want to go to America. I want to, visit everything. And I said, well, you don't have a visa. She said, well, we could get married. No room.
You know what they say? 4 is a crowd.
You can't go over 3 blood drops.
Yeah. 4th time's a charm.
The 3rd drop's at the end of the night. There's no room. Sorry. Go walk the dog. So then she says to me,
Oh, boy.
she said, well, if you're going to eventually retire and when you go back to America, somebody's going to have to change your diapers.
She's got a good point, actually.
If nothing else, get married
Right?
now.
It's a really good point.
It's over.
Oh, pros and cons. Oh, diaper changer. Maybe you get 2X.
It actually just moved to the top of my list of reasons to get married.
Right?
I'm approaching 50 rapidly, and
So that's what I said. I go, is that an immediate need?
yeah,
And
And he thought about what I said. He goes, no.
just some estate planning.
No.
oh no, that's the first thing I check when I got a couple of health issues. I'm getting up there. So I haven't been a good boy, and so that's the first thing I check when I get a new medication.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any side effect that causes anal leakage?
Now this is also new information.
It's a reasonable concern, I gotta say.
Alan, you and I are equally finding out this at the same time.
But dude, there was one.
I had no prior knowledge. I swear on a stack of Bibles.
So this diaper thing is way more important than we even realized.
Yeah,
My dad
exactly.
just said anal leakage on the pod.
Dude, you gotta be careful.
For sure.
Alan, your thoughts?
For sure. You gotta mind your P's and Q's. I respect it.
I mean, I consider myself a half reasonable type of etiquette type person.
Sure.
If I go to a place, I'm gonna dress nice. I'm gonna look nice.
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch my language, and I mean, I don't want to be sitting there and having anal leak. You know what I'm saying? That would ruin
Like
it.
a gentleman.
Yeah. I mean, I take my handkerchief out of my pocket,
Yeah.
wipe my ass. I'm sitting there saying, excuse me for a minute while I wipe my ass.
This is right out of the Will Rogers playbook here.
I have some leakage caused by my new medication that's saving my life.
Alan, I want you to treat this like a defense lawyer. You have every right to put your glasses on and thumb through your notes. As the defense has just thrown some new evidence at you,
This is great.
you're going to need some time to reflect.
Anal
I can
leakage.
only imagine.
I was not prepared for anal leakage, but I respect the maneuver. I do.
It's a real one.
No,
it is real.
I do not doubt that for a second.
yes.
Yeah.
Some of the side effects that you get from some of this medication, there was one I'd rather die than have the side effect. I mean, like they're talking like your joints can lock up.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
That sounds awful.
Oh, it is. It's a lot of this is Chinese medicine,
Especially if your joints lock up while you're leaking anally.
Now,
and you can't get to some place you need to get to, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to reach back there with a locked up elbow.
I have a couple of stories that I want to tell you, Alan.
Bring it on.
All right. Now, we were getting ready for my youngest sister Laura's wedding to get married to Scott, and we're walking in when they at the time lived in South Jersey. We're walking in this town, Haddonfield.
I don't know anything about this.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know how you get phone calls on your phone. Have you updated your car's warranty?
Mm-hmm.
My dad has a different way to handle it. Okay, all of a sudden he just starts getting angry out of nowhere. People are like they're going to brunch, they're going to get coffee. He goes, "No, I do not want any more of your Viagra or fake Cialis. My dick is working just fine."
This was in a line to get a coffee.
People are ordering their lattes, and they hear this conversation.
I don't want your shit. My dick's hard enough, all right?
My dick's hard enough.
Oh, I'm sure the restaurant's filled up by now.
Oh, it's great.
They hear a couple of things in the speakeasy.
A couple guys just
Sorry.
shouting about how hard their dick is.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry
What are
about,
they
people.
doing in there? Can we go in?
Sounds like fun.
Now, if we rewind about a week or two, I had a 2-bedroom townhouse condo.
Okay.
Okay, so my room, and then I had a guest room. Well, my dad, anytime he came, he would stay there, and then he would go visit Laura, go visit Deanna. Home base is my house.
Okay.
You know, and he had a car and everything like that. So, I had a woman cleaning my house once a week.
Okay.
She goes to the kitchen and she goes, "What's going on here? And is it safe to go upstairs?" My dad had just gotten his shipment. The only way I can describe this is a brick of Viagra. I don't know what the Chinese translation is or India.
So real quick, he didn't always say no when that call came.
Correct. Yeah. He got a gross.
They were having a sale.
Of course. Hey, I'm with you on the logic.
Yeah. And the look on her face was like, what is like,
Oh, but it was also a big box of weed.
I like your style, my man.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I'll tell you the story about the weed.
Oh, please.
Okay, so I was just coming back. I'm coming from Seattle.
right.
I flew from Seattle.
Okay.
Because I lived in Bellingham,
Oh,
Washington.
yes.
Okay.
Up right on the border.
Mm-hmm.
Knew I'm going to Joel's, so I said, I'll load up a little bit. I get like 3-4, ounces. Might have been 5 ounces, right?
How long were you planning on staying?
No, it was how much was I planning on smoking?
There you go.
Not how long.
Yeah, there you go.
But how much?
There you go.
So I put it in a box, packed it all up, shipped it, right? Air freight, express. So it would get there right about the same time I did. Okay, party on. Let's do it, boys. If you got them, smoke them.
Right.
So I get to Joel's. The next day it's supposed to arrive. It doesn't arrive. I said, maybe a little delay. Okay, so I wait the next day. It didn't arrive. Ooh, it's not good. So I checked the.
Let me take over real quick. So he gets there, doesn't tell me any of this.
Okay.
Goes,
Okay.
"Where's my FedEx package?" I go, "There's not one." He goes, "Well, that's a problem." And I don't know what he's talking about. Have any idea, right? And it's like 1, 2, 3, and then we're leaving for Valley Forge Casino for the weekend for a show. And then all of a sudden the UPS, a FedEx or UPS gets there. Go ahead.
It was in a new box. It wasn't in the box
Oh, shit.
that I put it in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Okay.
sweating.
Right. But
So
he takes
I
a
op-
couple look, doesn't see any cops behind him, opens it up.
I didn't open the box until I looked outside.
Well, sure.
Yeah. Presents for
dig that.
all my nieces and nephews and 4 ounces of weed. Is that enough? I mean, he's staying for a month.
Real quick, I just over purchased weed on our trip to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I got 16 grams for 1 week, and I had to leave over half of it there.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
fact that you're getting 4
Yeah.
ounces for a month,
Yeah.
oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And this maniac gets on the phone with UPS.
I want my money back because they didn't deliver my package when it was supposed to be delivered.
That's awesome.
And I quote,
Oh my God, your
"Sir,
prices.
due to the holiday season, and how busy we are, your package got wet, but we did repackage, and as you will find, all of the contents are still in there. Although UPS does appreciate your business, we will consider this case closed." He goes, "Got it. Merry Christmas."
Yep.
Say no more.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
No one to fold him. Why'd you get on the phone, you
Yeah,
nutcase?
dude, for real.
To try and get your
I know
23
that you know.
To try and
Why
get your
did you do-
$23 back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got 4 ounces of weed, and you're worried about $23. That's so awesome.
Can't imagine why Mark Riccadonna gave him the nickname the Wild
Yeah.
Card.
That's so awesome,
But
man.
in the meantime, we had a good time after that.
Oh, heck yeah, I imagine so.
Oh, it was a good time.
I imagine so.
Washington, those boys take that serious.
Oh,
up
that's OG grower zone, man. You're in that Oregon, California, Washington zone. Oh,
there. Yeah, the boys, and you could buy a whole ounce for like $150.
nice. Wow. Wow.
Primo weed.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
It was crazy.
That was the one nice thing about Puerto Rico you'd appreciate. 4 grams. They sell them in 4-gram packages instead of like 3.5 being an eighth
Yeah,
and
yeah,
7
yeah,
being a
yeah,
quarter. $20.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the kid, the Jamaican kid that was helping me, he was my interpreter.
yeah,
He
yeah.
actually worked for me. Okay, that was his brother's job in Puerto Rico. He's starting the clones.
No kidding. Ah, he's a grow master. Yeah.
He would. In fact, he turned me on to his sources, but his vendors he was buying from in China because I was supplying the U.S. with all that stuff for a while.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah. These little styrofoam, like, I don't know what they were called, pucks. They were called pucks.
Okay.
It's
Well,
little
that's right.
foam things that they start the clones in.
Oh, I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
You know,
Yeah.
the pucks.
Yep.
Yeah, thousands of them. I've sold thousands.
That's
I
great.
custom made cones. You know cones?
What were the cones for?
Rolling weed.
Oh, the rolling cones.
Yeah.
Totally.
That looked like $100 bills.
Oh, get out of town.
Oh yeah.
That's bad. Oh, so
Yeah.
you're lighting a $100 bill on fire when you light up your doober.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I made thousands of those.
That's awesome.
Thousands.
That is awesome.
I should have brought it because I could have given you enough to last you the rest of your life. I have a box about this big, about that wide, about that deep, filled with papers and bud busters.
Yeah.
And trays and.
Love that.
Because all the factories, when I was selling all this stuff here in the States, all the factories would send me free samples.
Oh, so this is your box of
It's my
swag.
box- Here's my box of free
Weed
samples.
swag. That's so awesome, man. Yeah.
I forget the one that's my favorite. It's Alien something. Alien Smoke, I think is the brand on it.
Okay.
And it's got a head with these glowing eyes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alien Smoke, I think it is.
Oh man,
Yeah,
beautiful,
pretty wild.
beautiful. Oh, I'd like to get my hands in that box.
Next time
That
I come
sounded
home, I'll
weird,
bring
but
it.
you
home
know what I
with
mean.
me.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, Dad, from the outside looking in, what does it look like here at Soul Joel's at Sunnybrook? You know, you're always watching from afar. How's it look?
Well, from the last visit or
Yeah.
from the last visit? First thing is it's a lot. From a management standpoint, it's a lot more organized. Okay, it looks like a lot more organization.
We were looking
in
for an overall
place.
answer, not a.
You don't want me to break it down?
Break it down, nuts and bolts, man. Go to town.
Who got to you?
I was even going to go for how the chairs are aligned up in the melody room. They were very, very nice how they're aligned, so that
Oh, he likes the kill box.
nobody has a corner.
Yeah,
You know?
right. That was
That's
that
pretty
was,
cool.
Designed on purpose, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a total plan.
Um,
Yeah.
and
It's
the decor. I mean, you have a lot more. Like I noticed up in the top left-hand side of the bar in here in Gatsby's, there's 4 or 5 little wood things that are replicas of this facility, this venue. Those are pretty cool. I hadn't seen those before. And you added pictures, the headshots of all the comedians.
Yeah, I love that.
In the hallway
Yep.
here, which is a nice touch. Yeah, it's all good. You got but the one thing that really disappointed me, you got rid of the espresso machine.
Oh.
You were looking forward to that?
Oh, I love espresso.
Did you have
No.
any?
It's just coffee.
Oh,
It was.
the one thing, because we've talked about this a lot, is apparently you have a fun reaction to hot sauce. I keep hearing about this, that you start sweating a lot when you eat hot sauce. Is this a
And I
thing?
forget about it until I actually watch it happening.
It's not just it's not just hot sauce.
Oh. What else does it?
Anything spicy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I explode.
You just
Dude, within seconds.
internal combustion.
Literally within seconds. My body is like, fuck you, I'm cooling down.
Man,
This is crazy.
Wow, what a trip. And do you like hot food? Do you eat it, like, regardless of
Oh, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, there's a lot of spice in China.
a lot of spice. They use red chilies a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, and it depends on which section or area of China you're traveling. It can be to the point where I've eaten 2 or 3 bites of a food and I couldn't feel my lips.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah, and it wasn't from a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal.
Man.
And but then the people that are from there are sitting there just chowing
Just
down
chowing.
on it. Oh
yeah. You grow up with it, I guess. So you get used to
Like
anything.
Chairman Mao. Chairman Mao loved these green, hot chili peppers. Okay, and they grind them up together and mix them all together, and then
Okay.
they would eat it.
Mhm.
I tried one little bite of it. I couldn't breathe.
Ooh.
That's how hot it was.
Man.
I couldn't breathe.
Wow.
And this guy sitting next to me is just throwing it back like nothing.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And even little kids, I see little kids just eating raw chilies.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, it's fun. It's like what you grow up with, you know, how much you eat for fun. Like, I have bottles of hot sauce sitting around at home, so my tolerance is pretty high.
Yeah, but sitting there in a restaurant and watching a drop-dead, gorgeous Chinese girl eat chicken wings or spaghetti is hysterical. Absolutely.
With
hysterical.
chopsticks?
Yeah, with chopsticks. But the chicken wings, they'll put the whole chicken wing in their mouth. They'll like swirl it around, like clean the bone while it's in their mouth, and then hurl the bone
Get out. No way.
and hit the plate.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's very impressive. I watched for almost half an hour.
I would too.
Yeah.
Man. I would too.
Yeah.
We got time for one more.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll ask this one because I've heard Joel talk about this many times. The name. Naming Joel.
Oh, yeah.
Because, tell me, set it up.
So you were tired of you're Joe Jr. You didn't want Joe there, Joe Sr., Joe Jr.
Right.
So you wanted me to have the same initials,
Right.
but different name.
Correct.
So you named me Joel,
Correct.
and then we ended up.
And that way I thought I could, at some point in time in my life, I could give you my old monogram shirts or my old monogram sweaters.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome. This was just a long-term monogram plan.
very, very thoughtful.
Planning ahead.
That's so awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
That's so awesome.
This plan came with its own ounce of weed.
Yes. I love it. I love it. And then you even gave him a name, of course, that everybody thinks is Joe anyway.
Yes.
Right.
Everybody calls him Soul Joe.
Yeah.
Let's go to Soul Joe's tonight.
Yep, totally, man.
And then middle name Randolph though.
I didn't. Richard, my
Joel Richardson.
yeah, it was kind of that.
That is wild. That is wild.
It just didn't work.
doesn't roll off the tongue.
But my nickname growing up was Rick.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, my parents called me Rick.
Okay.
So, to separate me from my father,
Yep.
who was Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I was named after my dad, too.
And
I
you
get
know,
that.
going through the book, and my middle name is Robert, so Robert's out. Richard, that's no good. So, hey, Randolph, how much do you use your middle name anyhow? Let's tag him.
At least the monograms align.
Yes. Yeah. J.R.R. And Deanna's the same. She has the same initials as her mother.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
D.R.R.
Okay. Interesting. I never caught that before. Yeah.
And then Laura, I just said screw it.
You're right. I got creative enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura Lynn Richardson.
Just rolling with
Just
it.
rolls off your tongue.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
Oh,
Let's
that's
just
great,
go
man.
with that.
Oh boy.
Wow, there's things I didn't even want to talk about. But we've talked about them.
Well, all this means that we have to do a round 2 before he leaves.
No doubt.
Oh, give me some time. Let me adjust a little bit, okay?
Yeah, we'll get you on the last week here or something maybe.
Yeah.
Another episode of Bring 'em Out.